Hello folks, today I'm going to be taking a look at Sir Hogwash, the Knight of the Commonwealth for Goblin King Games Moonstone. Okay, so Sir Hogwash is a character for the Commonwealth. Inside this box we will find a single Sir Hogwash miniature. We are not surprised by this. So, if I pop it open, we get a round base, a little bag, and a single card. So, card we'll take a look at in more detail in a moment. And inside the bag, we have a couple of pieces of resin. So, Hogwash's head, his lance, and the head of his mount. Simple enough build. Some nice detail, and on first blush, slight seam line, but nothing that looks particularly disjointed or disappointing. Let's get him built up and we'll take a closer look. Alright, Sir Hogwash is built. Didn't take long. The hunting spear just nestles into the groove on his shoulder, and Trotter's face just goes onto the front of the big. So, you know, simples, as the man says. Comes on a 40mm base, and when all is said and done, comes to, what's that, 58mm to the top of the spear, and around 46 to the top of Sir Trotter's little Sally helm, which his little tash is just peeking out from under. So, cracking model, really nicely cast once again. Slight lines around the rump, so I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that. Slight seam line on the inside of the thigh, at the back legs, that just need to be cleaned off. And then there was a slight bit of flashing around the boar spear itself, but otherwise absolutely cracking. Look at the face on that. He's gorgeous. Right, so Sir Hogwash, apart from carving toy soldiers in his spare time, how's he actually look? So, human, animal, soldier keywords. Interesting. He has melee of 4, so above average, and a 2-inch range. That's a lot. Coming on in there with his pig sticker. Arcane of 0 and a +1 evade stat. Yeah, he's a big target on a big beast. That doesn't surprise me. Hunting spear. If this character deals piercing or slicing damage, then increase it by 1. And if it deals melee damage against an animal, increase that damage by 1. So you're always going to be getting the +1 because all of the melee cards all have piercing and slicing on them. He has the sun shield, so if you suffer impact or magical damage, reduce that by -1. So that's good, especially coming up against a lot of fairies and potentially coming up against the new Shades faction. I imagine there's a lot of arcane going on there, a lot of magical damage incoming. He has 2 abilities, Utter Swine for a 1, 6-inch range once per turn. You can have another friendly model within 6 inches suffer 2 wounds, and if you do, then a target enemy loses 1 arcane ability of your choice until the end of the turn. And charge. Move this model 4 inches directly towards an enemy model, and if this character's next action is a melee attack against the same target, it deals +2 damage. So, that's interesting. 3 energy, with a health pool of 10, and stacked fairly evenly towards the end. so you can suffer a few incoming wounds. The other swine's interesting. If you've got a healing kicking around, obviously it's not going to make a difference. However, Boris is La Chevault / Commonwealth, so you can just summon in a bunny, kill the bunny to remove an arcane ability. That's great. Especially, once again, if you're coming up against fairies, just take him and Gertrude and just go fairy hunting. It'll be fine. And obviously the charge, that's nice. 4-inch move from your jog, followed by a 4-inch charge, and then a 2-inch range on the spear. You can do a lot of damage off the back of that, assuming people don't run away from you. The signature move is an upgrade for his rising attack, and it is Gore, dealing piercing damage. Deals a fairly decent amount of piercing damage, as Trotters sticks the old tusks in. So 2 for most. Lowest is none for the low guard. However, if you are over an inch away, you will deal nil damage. And in the end step, you can bounce the enemy model 1 inch away. So that's quite nice. Do some damage, push them back out of range, and then attack again when they can't do anything to stop you, because you've got the 2-inch range on your spear. So there we have Toy Soldier Carver and Blind Man's Buff playing Sir Hogwash. So there we have it. A good old-fashioned beater with a little hint of support that will catch out a lot of people. I think he's a terrific character, both in style. Once again, Trotters, his faithful steed, is particularly cartoonish and fun. And then the Hogwash on the back with his big tash sort of hidden under his Sally helm is terrific as well. He does love the hunt, and it comes across in the game mechanics. He's a very, very good beater, getting in there and doing a lot of damage in melee. But that ability to annex your opponent's abilities every turn for the cost of 2 wounds on a friendly party member, I mean, that's worth its weight in gold. There are some great abilities out there, and if your opponent is denied them, it can really hamper the way their faction plays, which then will push people onto Hogwash and then allows you to get around and do the mission yourself. But anyway, let me know what you think of the fantastic Hogwash, creator of toy soldiers and dancer of the buff in Blind Man's Buff. Until next time, bye-bye.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.